All right, we're on air.
All right, welcome to the final tribal council for Motu Maha. Karen, Jay, Duncan, congratulations for making it to the final three. You've made it as far as you can into the game. In just a few minutes, the power is going to shift to the jury. You've already posted your opening statements, and it's now time for the jury to get their chance to address you. Each juror that's able to make it will get 10 minutes to make their statement and ask their questions, and you'll answer in that same 10 minutes. So once 10 minutes is up, then they're done. Once a juror is done, you will be able to give, once every juror is done, you'll have your time to do your closing statements. There are 3 jurors who were not able to be here, so we are going to read their statements to you. You're reading Drew's.
I can't be here. You should stall longer.
3 cannot be here.
He is busy.
Uh-oh. Oh, you can't.
TikTok,
okay, I can read Drew's. I'll read it. As you all know, this is not Drew speaking, this is me. As you all know, there are some words in the English language I do not say, and Drew has used some of them. So when we get to that point, I'm just going to not say it and continue, okay? Okay, so this is from Drew. My family did not think you'd all make it here. Y'all really played this once I left. I've been working for the last few weeks putting questions together to let each of you highlight yourselves against the remaining members of the majority. One of you would make it. Maybe 2, if you were incredibly lucky or skilled. Give you a chance to defend your actions against a group that would automatically dismiss you over the others. But now all 3 of you are here and you played different games on the same path together, and I don't need to give you extra opportunities to speak anymore. You did the damn thing yourselves. I'm just going to tell you that I love all of you. I've never been happier in my life to die for your sins so that you could rise. Coming up behind me, just do your best. Don't worry what their bitter hearts are going to say. It just takes some time. Little girl, you're in the middle of, I didn't mean to go that far into the song. Good luck, kids. Dad is watching. Little hearts. That from Drew.
And also from Jimmy Eats World.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to read Pippa's as well. So here's what Pippa says. Pippa says, I have really nothing against y'all. Jay did absolutely nothing in the game. Duncan was too social. Yes, that's a thing. And Karen was a low-key powerhouse. I understand why y'all voted me off because I know I would have gotten to Final Four one immunity. And because most people in the jury don't like any of you, I probably would have won. So good luck to y'all, and I'm sorry I can't be there to see y'all get roasted. I'm Pippa. It's because Quinn has actual questions to ask, so we'll save them for later. The first juror can go ahead and make their way in. I don't really know who it is, but
Haven't been working since you started.
Abby is taking care of that. So whoever it is, they can come on in.
I realized my mic was on mute.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Ricky wanted a shout out. There he goes. There he gets it. And our juror should be on his way. Mess.
Well, while we wait, are y'all ready?
Ready.
I'm screaming on the inside.
I'm just crying.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the inside.
Scream on the outside instead.
Screaming on the inside too.
Your dad.
Yes, it's Kevin.
Okay, so
Oh,
I
Kevin.
dropped my phone for like 2 minutes and then. Okay, I'm back. Can I, like,
Okay.
start
Kevin,
or
I just
whatever?
want to let you know that you have 10 minutes. Once you tell me you're ready, I'm gonna hit start on my timer, and once the timer goes off, you're done.
Okay.
You don't have to use the whole 10 minutes, but that's how much time you've got. So let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I need to gather myself and stuff.
You're fine. I didn't mean to like cut you off when you were speaking. My bad.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready. So, first of all, I want to say congratulations on making it here and whatever, but this season has been amazing, and I've enjoyed playing with everyone this season, well, except for you three, but yeah. So, I don't know how to start off, but I don't know, just like, it's just so disappointing. Yeah, I'm the dog, but when I look at the jury, I see all of the amazing people in the game, and then when I look at you three, it's like looking at the devil, her sidekick, and then a ghost. That's not to say that y'all didn't work to get here, because I mean, it's hard to forget the idols you played incorrectly, the social game you didn't have with me, because I can't remember a pleasant moment at all with you guys, really, because it's just watching you march your way to the end and seeing everyone that I actually liked join me in the jury was horrible. So we'll start from the bottom to the top, and so that means Jay. I mean, at least you made it here and you have that to brag about. I mean, honestly, the best thing that you did this game, at least in my opinion, was not vote out Mitch, unlike some people, Duncan. But seriously, it's just like I have no idea who you are in this game. I mean, that might just be because of your what'd you call it? Passive game. It's one thing to send people to the jury loathing you, like those two have, but it's another to send them not knowing who you are. I mean, you claim that you were responsible for the idol play that got me out, which is something not everyone can say. And when you're supposedly responsible for getting me out, but I don't know who you are, like, I can't find a reason to vote for you. Okay, so then, Duncan, Duncan, I guess I liked you as a person during the initial days of the game. We had Cammy's fan club, which then died. And I guess I still liked you during the week or two we had in the merge together before you killed me. But as a player, your idol play just seemed extremely paranoid. The fact that you called Carrie more hated by the jury seems like a serious misinterpretation of like everything, because from what I've heard from most jurors, including myself, is that they're voting for anyone but Duncan. To me, it seems like you were Karen's sidekick doing all the dirty work and getting most of the heat. So I have a few questions for you. First of all, what did you think you did in the game that was better than Karen to supposedly make people hate Karen more than you? Because I want to know.
Okay, I, I don't think that lie I backstab people like harshly or anything. Like Gwen even pointed it out one time when I was talking to her, she's like, "Why are you still talking to me?" Even like trying to get me or talk about getting me out that, and then I to be fake with people when I was talking to people. I was just talking to them, just for like to keep conversation. But like I knew like Karen's relationship with like Julia and her relationship with Pippa caused her to like have to like be more cutthroat in her game, where mine was just kind of like, oh, those people, like the jury already didn't like me initially. I didn't do anything to cause them to like think I was like a backstabber, because I didn't do anything backstabbing in the game. Everyone knew how it was, and you just didn't like me, and that's just why we didn't work together. And so my thing is that I think my game was less brutal, I guess, and that's why I feel that people dislike Karen more than me, which that might be completely wrong. That's just my perception.
Okay, so going back to the beginning of that part where I talked about like somewhat enjoying you, like we did talk occasionally, but I never trusted you or wanted to, this was during the merge, I never trusted you and wanted to work with you. But I guess that applies to this entire Final Three. But with you especially, and that makes it a struggle to want to vote for you. You were just this dangerous strategic loose cannon, an unwanted pest that was always winning, but we just couldn't get rid of. And then like seeing you continue in the game, just I don't know, maybe it was because Karen realized she had not one but two ghosts to take to the end. And since I don't know, to me your game just like strategically even was lackluster, and so was the social game with me. It's hard to find something else, some other reason to vote for you. So my other question is for you, why should I personally vote for you? Not why should the jury or anyone else, but why should I personally vote for you? What have you done to earn my own vote?
Okay, so you're probably based off of like I really personally you
Duncan, I'm sorry
can
to
ask
interrupt. You're very choppy. If you want to start again,
I
it's fine.
Yeah.
We can't understand anything you're saying.
It's like robotic.
Yeah.
A mess.
So, and now he's frozen completely.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's a sign, truly.
hear me now.
Yeah, you're good.
So I said that he probably wasn't going to agree with it. I thought that I had
Duncan, it's still bad. So if you want to like take out video and just audio, maybe
Yeah.
it will work better. Just when you answer, we need to hear what you're saying.
my
If you wanted
phone.
to type it out and have us read it, you can do that too.
Yeah.
Thrilling. Oh.
Oh, a mess. The fuck one.
Okay, Kevin, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I think Duncan's typing out his response just because the audio is not working too well. So if you have more questions like for other people, I suggest that you move on to them for right now, and once Duncan sends his response, we'll read it to you, because you have just under 4 minutes left.
Oh
And
Jesus.
I don't worry, I paused when we were having
Okay,
issues,
okay.
but still, you have just under 4 minutes, so I'm going to start it now.
Okay. Karen, so the fact that I'm actually voting for you or wanting to vote for you at least to win a Survivor game is something I would never have guessed. But I really do want to vote for you. I really do, but your speech doesn't give much to work with. So I'm just gonna say, like everyone else in the Final Three, we really never got to know each other. Most of our conversations were brief and just about me joking about you voting me out, and then that actually happened. But I'm actually somehow not bitter at you, though probably because I didn't expect much from you in the first place. But still, maybe you do have a winner's game, but not every winner, no winner really has a perfect game. So I want to ask you, what could you have improved in your game? What are some mistakes you made, and how do you wish you could have fixed them?
Realistically, I probably should have played like a better social game. Like you said, like we barely
Mhm.
ever talked like at all. And
Mhm.
then along with like a lot of the other jurors, whenever I did need to talk to them, it was about the game, or it was close to when I was thinking of like voting them off. I would talk more to them. So I think like maybe being like having more personal conversations and like really getting to know people and like being more social.
Right.
Definitely.
Right. Okay. Did Duncan's thing come up yet?
Yeah, I have Duncan's message and I will read it to you now. He's going to
Okay.
try to rejoin, but just for the sake of time, I'm just going to read it. So, this is what he said. He said, I thought we had a good one-on-one when we merged. I suppose that's not the case from your perspective. I thought we got along well. I was never fake with you and always enjoyed talking to you. Was why I thought you should vote for me. If you don't, I totally get it and respect your decision.
Okay. So, thanks for answering my questions, everyone. So, did I get... Okay, never mind.
Are you still here? Are you good? Is that
You're still here.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I just want to end it. So, thanks for answering my questions. Duncan, I don't even know how to feel about you. Please learn how to make good relationships with people. I hope all of you three confess your sins immediately and find room for God in your horrible, stone-cold hearts, because that's how I still feel, honestly.
Thanks, Kev.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin. There we go. Okay, I will now send to our next juror. She'll be joining now.
Okay. You guys got through the first one. You're doing good.
Are we?
How many more left, honestly?
There's 9 jury members, and technically you got through.
3. There's 6 left.
Yeah. And one of them is
One of them is
we'll
Quinn.
be reading it for you.
Yeah.
So
Oh my god.
Hey guys.
okay.
Hi, Julia.
Hey.
Okay, so we're next.
Julia, icon.
Okay, Julia, when you're ready, just let me know so I can start your timer.
Duncan, are you
Okay.
talk for a second so we can hear you, Duncan? Oh, rest in peace. He's double frozen now. Okay, well,
Which is the
I'll
real
just go to
thing.
Duncan last.
yeah, just do your thing.
Okay, so I'm very proud of every single one of you, and I want you all to know that I hold no bitterness in my heart towards any of you, and I'm very shocked that all of you were in the Minority Alliance, and you had flipped the entire majority over and basically voted us all out, which is amazing, and I'm so excited that something like that happened, even though I was part of the fatalities of it, but that happens. So just want to let you all know that everything you did was very impressive and I'm very proud of you all. So I guess I'll start with Karen. Karen, I would like to know what you believe your biggest game move was, because in your statement, you didn't really make anything that clear to me. And yeah, so I'd like to know right now.
Biggest game move would probably be getting Pippa to flip over to our side, because realistically without her we wouldn't have gotten anywhere. We would have been picked off 100%. But getting her to flip and then getting her to get everyone else to split the votes for that one travel definitely helped us out in getting the majority. Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, thank you. And I have one more for you. Who do you think made the final decision through the Burnell through Quinn votes? Because I know that was totally controlled by your alliance, and I'd like to have insight on who basically masterminded the final eliminations.
I'd say it was a consensus kind of thing. we would weigh out the options, like the pros and cons of eliminating who, and like who would benefit like my game more if they stayed, and who would just like be like detrimental to my game. But really, like, so like I took that into account and then like figured out a consensus with Jay and Duncan.
Okay, thank you. And I will now move on to Jay. Jay, I personally only saw you as a type of floater who only won competitions to stay in the game. And personally, your statement basically confirmed that for me. So I'd like for you to give me another reason to why you are a stronger, more prominent player in this game.
Okay. I get to talk now. My game was mostly passive, and I see the fault in that, and I see how that can be misconstrued as I didn't play or I didn't like do much. But I think I played aggressive when I had to play aggressive, and that was during the first 2 votes of the merge, when Ricky left and when Kevin left. But I knew that if I continued that path, like people were calling me a snake, and people were saying that it was me and Duncan, it was us, and then Burnell was talking about the Beauty 3 and how we were trying to do that. So I knew I had to like pull myself back out into the background, so I didn't get targeted before Burnell and before Karen. And this was when like it was the 4 of us on the bottom with Drew, and I wanted to at least be the last one voted out. So I know like when it gets down to that amount of numbers, people start breaking their own alliance and start voting with, they make their own little voting blocks in the majority. So I wanted to be that person that people came to make that happen. And when we were getting closer to the end, when it was me and Duncan and Karen, I did make decisions. It was a consensus, mostly a consensus, like Karen said, because we all worked together and we knew if we did something like just a little wrong, everything would fall apart. So I had to play that passive game. That was my whole game. I couldn't be aggressive, or else people would think I'm a snake.
Thank you. And finally, I think that your game moves that you stated in your statement were pretty minor, and I'd like to know what else did you do, because it seemed your only big game moves that you stated were in the beginning of the merge and before we merged from Drag Swap. So I'd like to know what your biggest game move was after that.
My biggest game move after that was just staying with the alliance. Burnell kept talking to me and saying, oh, you should vote with us, you should vote with us. And I didn't trust Burnell, and I didn't trust that side. So I kept with the group I was in, and it worked out. And I didn't make flashy moves. I was just quiet, and no one wanted to come for me, and I did what I had to do.
All right, thank you.
It's not a good answer.
It's all good. So now finally, Duncan.
Julia, real quick, I just want to let you know you've only got 4 minutes left.
Sorry,
Okay,
I used up almost all of that.
So Duncan, I personally believe you out of the 3 are the weakest player here. You never knew what was going on, and it seemed like you only played your idols to make it through, in which you misplayed 3 of them, just showing how unaware you were of the whole game. So I'd like to know why you think you deserve to even be here and why you deserve anybody's vote.
Okay, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, super. So I just wanted to say that yes, I played the idols, like 3 of them. All 4 of them did not get played correctly. But the first one was played wrong, and that was a bad move. That was a wretched move. It caused Drew to go home, obviously. We didn't want that. The next two were unnecessary. They're just kind of make sure I kept my ass in the game. And I kind of felt pretty confident I would find the idols after that. And then the third or the fourth one that got played on Karen was unnecessary. But the thing is that I didn't play three of them incorrectly. I played three of them unnecessarily because the people that I wanted to go home each vote still went home besides the Drew vote. So I think that the Drew vote was a flaw in my game. I don't feel that the other three were necessarily flaws because the person I still wanted out still got sent home. There's another part of your question. Why did I deserve any votes? That's a good question. I don't think I didn't win any immunities, which is totally shitty. But I feel that at least at the beginning of the merge, I had a pretty strong social game. I fell out with you all, and I feel that my thing is that I feel like I had to backstab the least in order to get here. And that's something worth rewarding. If you all don't feel like it is, then that's totally your opinion. Totally have to respect that, obviously, as jurors. Yeah, did I answer your question?
I guess. And I have one more.
Okay.
So to make up for all the flaws in your game or the idle misplays or unnecessary plays of your idol and your lack of a social game, what do you think your main thing was to make up for that?
What do you mean?
To like make up for all the flaws in your game, which you have plenty of, what do you think is your best asset of your entire gameplay?
I think just my loyalty to my alliance and my transparency of my game. Because us three wouldn't have been here without the others, and everyone kind of knew where I was at, so no one really thought I was like being mischievous or something. I don't know. I think I just think that because I didn't have to lie as much because I had a transparent game, that that's what got me here.
So just my final thing. So you're basically saying that you believe your best game move was by letting other people play your game for you because you didn't have one.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, it kind of sounds like that.
Well,
All right.
I'm
Thank you
sorry.
guys and goodbye.
Thank you, Julia. Good luck in Bangladesh.
Thank
you.
you.
Bye, Julia.
If you're satisfied, you can go ahead and leave the call. Perfect. Okay. So our next jury member is going to be on their way.
Okay.
Getting the
The
cat vote.
next jury member is Ricky, and he's sitting right next to me. So I'm just gonna turn the computer, and Rick, when you
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, you've got 10 minutes, so feel free to do whatever you want.
All right. Hi guys. You're probably gonna like. I'm not like all the other jury members. I'm not gonna drag or be mean to y'all because I'm kind-hearted. But I'm gonna start off with my view of your guys' game and how I feel we've interacted so far. So with Karen, you were on the Brain Tribe with me. We had minimal talking here and there, but your gameplay was consistent and it was good, helping us win tribals and stuff because we never went to tribal council. But I feel like after that, when we did swap, obviously we couldn't talk, but when we merged, I kind of feel like our game kind of lacked a little bit. We never really kept talking. The only time we talked was when you wanted to figure out who I was voting for and who would be the best to get out. So my first question for you would be, would you continue, like, let me rephrase this. For the merge, when we all merged together, was it your best interest to stay with the whole entire group and get me out? Or was that just like, okay, I gotta save my butt here and vote with everybody, or could we rally up the votes and actually flip this tribe?
Um, for your vote, I was going with majority on that one. I was trusting that Duncan was telling me the truth and that we couldn't get the numbers um to flip the vote. So yeah, it was basically me saving my ass. I was just trying to make sure that I had the numbers to stay and that I wouldn't be at the bottom. Obviously, that didn't work out. I was still always at the bottom, but yeah, your vote was definitely for my best interest and like just so I didn't have to make waves that early in the merge.
Right? And next, I'm gonna go to Jay.
Hello.
We've never really throughout this game because obviously we were on different tribes, and when merge came, I still haven't heard from you. Were you just trying to lay low and stick to yourself, or were you being with your tribe and staying away from me for tribe reasons?
The thing is, like, I was, the plan for me was always, like, most of the time, I know it changed a little bit, but most of the time it was to vote for you, because that's what the alliance that I was originally with wanted. Like, they wanted Ricky out, they wanted you out. So, I kind of played, me and Duncan kind of played the middle there a bit, and that was good for me because it allowed me for the other group to keep their trust in me until I made my move. So I guess you could say I was doing it for like tribal reasons, for strategic reasons, but I don't know, I don't really, I wouldn't say that because I don't want to like sound like a mean person, like I'm ostracizing you, because I never meant to like ostracize you or anything. I just never got the chance to talk to you.
Fine, I understand that. I probably would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
But you did answer my question. Okay, finally, Duncan. Duncan. So badly did I really want to work with you in this game, like more than anybody else out of this whole entire cast. Like, but uh, we were like really set, and then merge came. We started talking, and then next thing you know, like I knew it was coming. I knew it was going home, and I get it. You saved your butt. You voted with the majority. I understand that. I probably would have done the same thing like I had told Jay. But throughout like this whole jury, people been talking and of course running their mouths about why we should vote uh against you or against this person, this or that. Your idol plays, they might have not have been on point 100% of the time, but in order to save my butt, an idol, because you don't know if it's all going to work out in your favor. You don't know if people are telling you the truth. They could lie to you and then try to get you out. So I understand with the idols there. Um, but I have a question for you as far as like who I'm voting for tonight. A lot of people have been saying like, "Oh, flippers in this house never win." I'm thinking to myself, so then you're voting for Duncan because he's not a flipper. Oh no, we won't vote for Duncan. He had a messy, messy game with the idols. So, but my question to you is, and besides the trash talking that you've endured, your strongest play that actually flipped you to make it to final three?
Okay, so honestly, I just came up with this in the past 6 minutes to finally be able to make it articulate. So I don't know if you're gonna like this, but when your vote honestly is my, I guess my biggest move, because I was talking to everyone and everyone seemed to knew what they wanted to do. Julia was the only one who seemed undecided that I was talking to. And I talked to Ariel, I talked to Brunel, and I was going to initially play a middle game. And by doing that, I wanted to make sure that everyone knew who I was voting and knew how I was voting. And when I found out so many people wanted to vote for you, I was like, okay, I can either have it go 6-6 and it was going to tie. And I didn't know if jury was going to start yet, so I didn't want to go to Rocks. I don't want to go to Rocks pre-jury. That was just my personal opinion. Camilla knows this. I just hate Rocks. Your vote couldn't have gotten any better for me personally. You could have been a vote with us, but by sending you home, the plan initially was to make sure everyone was happy and everyone was okay with the vote. So unanimous tribe. After that vote, I guess shit hit the fan, and I was kind of like exposed for being a snake for telling Drew and Karen. And I guess Jay already knew about that vote. And like people pulled up receipts of me saying to vote for Ricky. And I was like, yes, I need to vote for Ricky because all these people, the other alliance, majority alliance, was already kind of settled and they already had their idea in mind. So that vote was kind of like the other two, was just covering my ass. But by telling Karen and Drew and having our little alliance know what was going on for that vote, that kind of made me be a firm, like a major stakeholder in the alliance when it came to the decisions and conversations that were had. That kind of helped me make sure that I was on top of an alliance instead of on bottom. And that's why I think that our strength, our power was from being on the bottom and having to stick together as like the people who were not included in that first, well, they weren't included, so they trusted me. And that's why I had so much trust with them throughout the rest of the game. And that's where I think my biggest game move was.
Okay, thank you. And I only have like a minute 40 left, but I have a final statement for all of you, and then I'm a skedaddle. Jay, Duncan, Karen, I think you guys, in my opinion, you guys played great games, better than like most of the people that I've seen play. Not in like a physical or like challenge way, just like in a social game, and therefore a like strong united game. Like you all stuck together, you all continued to keep each other safe. You got people to flip and join your side, which helped you progress further in the game. And here, I loved playing with all of you. It helped me see on how my vote will go tonight. I wish you all the best, and I love you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ricky.
Thank you, Ricky. I'm satisfied. Oh, never mind. You're not on the call. Never mind.
Yeah, bye, Amanda.
Bye-bye. Okay, so I'm sending the link to the next... Excuse me. The next juror. Ugh. Watch me die, let alone call.
Don't die, honestly. Live.
Oh.
Speaking of dying, my phone is literally at 12%. I'm shook.
Oh, can you guys?
Yes. Our next juror, Ariel, is here.
Yeah.
I don't have my headphones in, so sorry if it echoes.
Okay, so Ariel, you're going to have 10 minutes to say what you want to say. Questions are
Okay.
in that time, so be aware of that. And the floor is yours. Just let Amanda know when you want to start.
Okay, I'm good to go. This is probably going to be really short and sweet because low key but very high key. I haven't had time to think about much of this at all, so I'm just winging it. Let's start with Jay. Jay, I like you as a person, but over the course of the game, I think we had like one, maybe two conversations. And so it was just me and our game was just non-existent. So I'm trying to come up with reasons why I should vote for you. But overall, you were very quiet to me. And like Julia said, it seemed like you were just winning competition and that's how you got by. So how do you think that your social game compared to the other two finalists?
Okay, so my social game. Oh, hey, I'll go. I'm gonna mute it for a second. Okay, so my social game. Duncan's was, I think, worse than mine because the idols, I feel like, made people that would have joined with us. They made them unsure. Like, did Duncan trust them? Did Duncan not trust them to vote the right way? Because he was just playing the idol every single time. and when I would have held on to it to not make people suspicious. I feel like I talk to most people, and I do feel like it's completely my fault for never talking to you. And Quinn as well. Those were the two people I didn't talk to really, and that's completely my fault. And I wish we could have talked. It's just like never something I did, and I know I tried at one point, but it just never really happened. But Karen's, I do feel like Karen's was better than mine because she did get Pippa to flip. But that's not to say that my game was worse than Karen's, because I feel like my game was just as good as Karen's because of how I played with the people I did talk to. And I'm gonna unmute right now. Is that good?
Okay. All right. Thank you. Duncan, I guess we were kind of like friends in this game. I never really came for you. Except, okay, like we were like aligned together. Like we were talking game a lot and stuff before the whole Ricky thing. And after that, we just kind of faded out. And in the tribe chat, and also to me personally, you tried to like come for me. Like one of our last conversations were like why was I exposed? Like I'm not trying to fight, but like why were you saying all these things in the tribe chat? So I'm just trying to figure out like how you were trying to like continue to play the middle and trying to continue in the game with me, even though you like tried to come for me.
Okay, so all my life, I don't remember coming for you. I knew that I had an altercation with Quinn. I knew I had an altercation with Julia. I don't remember like trying to start a fight with you. I might have been bitching about them possibly. And after the Mitch vote, or after the Kevin vote, I guess, I stopped trying to play the middle. Because everything was just kind of where it was. Things I felt weren't going to change. And I honestly just thought that our asses were just going to get voted out back to back to back. I didn't like continue to talk game with you because I felt that you were decided with that side. And when I would talk to Burnell, he was always talking about how when I was trying to get people to flip, he would tell me about how it's not going to work. Like you come into Quinn, you come in so-and-so, it's not going to work. And so that reminded me that these people, after I talked to them, even though, yeah, I was trying to get them to flip, would go back and tell Burnell what was happening. And so I just was like, okay, that's just how it is. I'm not going to be able to work with these people. That's just how it is. And so that's why I stopped really talking game with you. I still like you and stuff as a person, obviously, because, you know, I vented to you about some of the stuff that has happened and how I was like shook by it. I honestly forgot what your question was now. Did I answer it?
I'll just move on to the next question I have for you then. Okay, so I think kind of the elephant in the room, and it's been discussed obviously, are all the misplayed idols. How do you think that you could have tuned in better to the tribe so that you could have played them more correctly or more efficiently than just wasting them?
So is that me echoing? Okay, so on
it might be. I don't have headphones in.
On the, like I said, I only misplayed one of them. The other three I didn't even really need. They were just kind of insurance. And from my history, I was, you know, finding the idols within like 3 hours due to luck or cleverness, or I don't really know what the reason was, but I kept on finding them, so I was pretty confident I was still going to find it the next round because me and Karen kept on like trying hard with the clues. Question. What was the question?
How do you think you could tune better into the tribe to play them more efficiently?
Okay, so I was in tune, I feel, with the Drew vote, but I was selfish on that vote, and I idled myself because he told me to not play it on him. My initial plan on that vote was because Burnell told me he was coming for Karen and Drew, and Karen had immunity, was to play it on Drew. But Drew told me that he would have felt too guilty if I would have went home and he stayed by a misplayed idol. And so I played it on myself, and that was selfish, and I like regret it ever since then. On the other ways to be more in tune with the tribe. I feel that I talked to Molly enough. I didn't talk to Pippa a lot. We didn't have beef. We just didn't talk that much. And then I was fine with Quinn and Julia until we had altercations. And that left you. And I didn't talk game with you anymore because I felt that we couldn't work together anymore because I thought the line was drawn in the sand and that was just how it was going to be. So I just made sure to check up on you and hope that you were doing okay. But I didn't talk game with you because I didn't think there was any game to be talked anymore.
Okay, sounds good. Karen, I know that we haven't gotten along very well throughout the game. So you were obviously loyal to the people that you were loyal to until the very end, but how do you think that you could have tried to work with Pippa more efficiently? Because I know like you got her to switch from the majority to your minority. So I'm just wondering how you were planning to go further with her. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I don't think I can hear you guys anymore.
So she hasn't said anything.
Everybody's muted. Yeah. She's muted.
And Karen, if you're speaking, you're muted.
Her phone might have died.
Yeah, she might have died.
Come on, Minion Queen.
I'm sending her a message. But it's not sending.
I'm sorry my questions are so messy. I literally haven't had time to think about any. RIP.
I haven't had time to think about anything to say.
Abby, your eyes just got really big and I didn't send you a message. What happened?
Oh, I'm just laughing. All my fucking FTCs are a train wreck. No matter what. You just stop posting. It never ends well.
Hey, Ariel, if I did try and come for you, I'm sorry. You're one of the people who I wouldn't want to do that to in the game.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't really mean, like, come for me. It's like, what I got off of it was, like, you didn't really want to fight, but you were just coming off a little aggressive.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I feel like we could have talked it out more efficiently, I think. It just came from a very, like...
I was upset.
Superiority, I guess. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck Karen's doing. So, Ariel, we have the next juror, like, ready to go. So if you maybe hang out on mute for a minute until maybe Karen gets back and the other juror can ask their questions to Duncan and Jade. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We could do that then. Okay. Oh. Amanda. Sorry, y'all.
Messy.
Okay. So, our next juror is Wally. And Wally is... Oh, get out of here.
I'm sorry.
Alright. Wally is right here with me. So, Molly, did you catch the situation?
That people are...
Yeah. Karen's thing is fucking broke. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, you can address them all, but Karen might not be here, so we're hoping she shows up, and then you and Ariel can ask your questions for her. So, you can go ahead. You have 10 minutes.
Cool.
Where's my foot?
Right.
I don't know.
Well, while Abby finds her phone again.
No, you're good. You got 10 minutes. 9:41. Go.
All right. So first, congrats all on making it to the end. You guys deserve it. And I love playing with all of you, and no hard feelings for anything. And I have one question for all of you, which is, what was the most fun big move that you each were a part of? Duncan, go first, I guess.
The most fun? Is that what you're like, most fun or like the biggest move?
Like the big move that you had the most fun with.
Okay, so like I said, I feel like I only made one really big move, and that was like the whole Ricky vote. I guess all our other majority alliance or the latter half of the game majority votes were considered big moves by us because we were in minority at once. But I guess my favorite one would probably have to be voting out Julia because I didn't know her before the game, and it was kind of does vindicating mean like feeling accomplished? Is that what that means?
Satisfying?
Yeah, it was really satisfying to see her go, honestly, because we had an altercation and I don't feel like I did anything wrong in that, and like I'm not even expecting her vote tonight. I care about Brunel as a person. I care about all the jury as people, but I feel that something happened with Julia that like caused her to flip crap on me, and it kind of first was showing after the Kevin vote, and voting out Brunel was hard, but voting out Julia was really easy and really it was nice, and that was probably my most fun move, which I guess is considered a big move. Does that answer? Okay, super.
Yeah, great.
Me down? Me now? Okay. I'm gonna sound like a broken record and talk about the Karen move, Karen idling move again. So some background. I had my long day at college that day, so I was there from like 11:30 to like right up to tribal, and like that whole time I was at school, I was wheeling and dealing and finding out what we were doing, and it was just so fun because I had my Italian class and I went to the bathroom so I could like find out what was going on and like find the information from you and the information from Burnell that eventually led to me going to Karen and be like, you have to play it for yourself. Don't play it for Duncan. Play it for you. You're going home if you don't. It was just so exhilarating. It was just such a fun time. I think the entire game was fun. Also, when the live tribal council, that wasn't like a move, but that was just fun in general. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm back, by the way.
Oh, Karen is here. Okay.
Well, I'm technically still driving, so, but, you know.
Mommy.
Karen not physically driving the car, just in a car while it's moving.
If that's what you want to think.
Okay. Don't.
Don't worry.
Okay. Did you hear Molly's question? Okay, Molly, repeat your question.
On something. Yeah, repeat it, please.
I'll repeat it again because you already talked to me about like having fun with the game in this way. But I'm just wondering what you found to be the most fun like big move of the game, because I know that's why you play it, is for the strategy. So
Most fun big move. Getting Pip up to flip, yeah, that was fun. And playing my idol, that was oof. Honestly, that was like the first time I actually played an idol correctly, from what I remember. So it was like just like amazing, like a good feeling to know that I played it correctly and that like someone from the other tribe was gonna end up going home. So that was fun.
Okay, Molly, are you satisfied with that?
yeah, I'm good.
Okay, perfect. So Molly's gone now. So now that Molly's dead, Ariel, if you want to ask your question to Karen since she's alive now.
Hello?
Okay, I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I
you're
said
on the
before.
line.
What? Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. We obviously didn't get along very well in the game, but I have noticed that you've played a very loyal game. And obviously one of the plays that we just talked about was you getting Pippa to flip to your side. So in terms of that loyal game, how far were you willing to go with her, and what was the strategy behind that?
I was willing to go with her to like Final Four, but when Quinn won immunity, I had like no other choice but to vote her out. Because if I took Pippa to the finals, she would definitely get all the votes, and I would be the GOAT basically. Oops. Oh my god.
Is that the
Sorry. No. Move on. Okay, 1 sec. My sister's bitching at me.
It's okay.
Abby, check your PMs.
It's like the worst thing to hear from. I'm always in my PMs. Are you sure? Want me to check it?
The last 20 messages are okay.
What the fuck?
That's 20 messages.
That's oops.
That's fucked. That's cracked.
I already know my vote, dude.
I'm the 20 messages.
I'm gonna yell.
That's a big question, my guy.
Alright. So continuing, yeah. Basically, Pippa, I just needed her up until Final 5, Final 4, and that's when I was gonna cut her from that's when I was gonna make sure she didn't get to the end, because she would have beat me 100%.
Okay. Ariel, is there anything else that you wanted to say?
I'm good to go.
So you're satisfied?
I'll never be satisfied.
Okay. So yeah, if you're good to go, you can just go ahead and leave the call. Thank you so much for being here.
Also, good luck in Bangladesh.
Yeah, good luck in Bangladesh.
Oh,
thank you.
all right. So,
good luck to Drew in Bangladesh as well.
Yeah, shout out to Drew.
Okay, so I have a statement, quite a lengthy statement from Quinn.
Oh
that,
god. It's lengthy.
that I'm to be reading, so I'm going to
Oh
go
god, Quinn. Oh god, it lengthy.
close Skype so you don't hear the noise the whole time. Okay, so here we go. I'm not super good at public speaking, so don't worry if I mess it all up. Okay. No, sorry. I'm good. Okay, so this is Quinn's words from here on out. First of all, I want to congratulate you for reaching Final 3. It's a great achievement, and you should all be proud of yourself. The Final 3 this Final 3 shows that not the best players nor the most enjoyable people also have a chance of getting to Final 3. You guys set an example for other bad strategists and boring people. I'm so proud of you guys. Now let's get on to my scalping of you guys. Karen, you have played a hard game. You are in it to win it, and I applaud you for that. And you managed to survive throughout this game. But sometimes you need to stop and think for a bit. Is it worth winning if you know you are turning everyone against you? And with that statement, I want to know why I should vote for you to win. Why should I vote for someone who lied and manipulated her way through the game? It made me feel worthless and like a child who should go to and cry to mommy. So that's her question for you, Karen, if you want to answer that now.
Oh wow. Okay. Why should you vote for me? I mean, I lied and manipulated, true. But my lying and manipulating helped me get to the end, because I was on the bottom. So obviously I needed to do something to sorry. I thought I lost my charger. Anyways, I needed to do something to help me get to the top, basically. And if that meant lying and manipulating, like to get to it, then I was willing to do it. I mean, it's a more fun game, really. When you backstab a little, you know. And honestly, if you feel like I made you feel like a little kid that needed to go cry to mommy, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean to come off that way or anything like that. And yeah.
Okay. Are you good, Karen?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I will move on to her questions for Jay. Okay, so again, here on out, this is Quinn. Jay, who was he even in this season? Does he even exist? Those are questions I've had about you throughout this game. My problem with you is that you haven't done anything. Nothing. No huge game moves. Thing that we will remember you by. Karen has her competition wins, and Duncan has his idol play. But what do you have? Watching your opening statement, I feel that you were just dragging it out. Don't try to make your floater gameplay acceptable for Final 3. Why should I vote someone who hasn't done anything to win? Why should I waste my vote on someone who hasn't done anything to justify his win? So that's for you.
That's my question? Okay.
Your
question is, why should I win, pretty much, even though I did nothing.
Yes.
I feel like I did do more than nothing. I'm going to take credit for getting Kevin out. I did play the middle with Duncan on the rookie vote, and I made Karen and Duncan pretty much my meat shields because they were always going to go out before me if the majority didn't fracture. They would have went before me and I would have been the one person. I would have been like the swing vote if because Alliance is all crack. So I think that's what I did, and I do apologize. I didn't really ever talk to you in like one-on-one, and obviously, like I said with Ariel, that's my fault. Maybe I shouldn't have been a beauty because I didn't talk a whole lot. And I'm not really a social person in real life, and I only really talk to people who I'm really, really comfortable talking with. And it's never got to know you that much, and that's my fault. So that's why you should vote for me. I definitely didn't do nothing. Just maybe you didn't see what I did because we didn't talk a lot, and I will definitely take blame for not being not talking to you. And if you don't vote for me because of that, that's fine. The other two people, if they get your vote, they're wonderful. But I think that's why you should vote for me.
Okay, thank you, Jay. Excuse me. So I will move on to her last part for Duncan. Okay, who's Quinn? Duncan, let's get this thing started, shall we? Here we have someone who has played one of the messiest gameplays ever. Sorry. Okay. You made yourself a target way too early in the game. You tried coming after me, and at the same time talked to me as if we were BFFs. That is something I really dislike. People who are fake, and you are as fake as they come. Above that, you also can't play an idol right. I know you should play your idol. You know you should play your idol when you are for sure going home, right? So my question to you is, why should I give my vote to someone who can't even play an idol right? So that is her question for you, Duncan. Go ahead.
Okay, so just about the idols, I will reiterate that I played the Drew idol incorrectly. The other three idols were not necessary. They were just insurance. I got votes on one of my idol plays on myself. Karen got votes when I idoled her, and when I idoled Drew, that was I idoled myself and not Drew. That was wrong. I think that you should vote for me not because I played idols on myself incorrectly. I think you should vote for me because I played idols on myself or on my alliance members when I didn't even need to play the idols in order to get here. That's my answer. Did you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just having trouble unmuting myself. Okay, so thank you, Duncan. She has just a little thing at the end to say, which is, and with that, I am done. Y'all look really cute bald, to be honest. So that was Quinn. So I will hand it over to Amanda. Amanda, please.
There's no saving you.
Girl,
Amanda, you're muted.
you're muted, my love. Come on.
Mom, get on call.
Thank you.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, we still have one more juror.
That we do.
So, send the link to Bernal.
Oh, he's ready?
Or Camilla already did it.
I did it.
Burn Demon. I mean,
This will be fun.
Wait, what about
oh
Pippa?
no.
What?
What about what?
Pippa's at the end, isn't she?
Pippa
Pippa-
had like a short thing at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
She could not be here.
It's been a long tribal.
Yeah, she didn't ask any questions. She just like said stuff.
Okay.
Just waiting for Bernal.
Alright, well,
Remember now.
to give Junior a shout out too. So shout out to Junior.
Oh my god, I was gonna give him a shout out.
You're just too damn slow, aren't you?
Well, Duncan was
I could
talking.
give people shout outs, but all of my faves are in here.
Oh.
Shout out to anyone watching this in the future.
Oh wait, no, I do have a
how
shout
many
out.
viewers do
Shout
we
out
have?
to Mitch.
Mitch, shout out to Mitch.
Shout out to Mitch because I love you so much and I
Because Bernal voted him out.
watching, but you're a loyal supporter of the season. So thank you.
The only supporter, truly.
Okay, Bernal, are you here?
I am here.
Okay, Bernal, you have, when you tell me you're ready, I'm going to start my timer. You have 10 minutes to address the final three. So tell me when you're ready, and then you can get started.
Okay, I'm ready now.
Okay, go.
So my first question is, I just have one question for each of you. So Duncan, you had a bunch of idols. I don't think you played any of them successfully, maybe just one or two. So really, why should you win, or why should you earn my vote? Because it seems that all you did was play idols and you didn't even play them very well.
Okay, so when it was the first merge vote and I told Karen and Drew about what was happening, then that kind of solidified their loyalty to me. You knew I wanted to play in the middle, and that's why I wanted to make sure that I had them, and so we could have numbers. After that, I don't know if I tried to work with you anymore. I tried to get out a Braun after that. Yeah, after the Ricky vote, I told you I wanted out a Braun, and we had a conversation, and it was kind of like, I want to play the middle, and I don't understand why you're not getting it. And you're like, no, I totally understand it. You want to play in the middle, but I just want to play on this side. And that was kind of the conversation that solidified that I'm not on that side, and if I join that side, I'm not going to be on top because you already have whatever you had solidified over there. So my loyalty to Karen and Jay and Drew is what helped me get to where I am right now, all paired with Karen's flipping of Pippa, because we couldn't have been here without that. And like I said, everyone keeps on ragging on me about the idols when it's not like I played them, besides the Drew vote, it's not like I played them and what I wanted to happen didn't happen. Every time I played them, it was just insurance, and the person who I wanted to go home still went home. So it's not like I played them incorrectly, just unnecessarily. And there's a difference between that and the fact that I didn't need to play them shows that I played a good game, or we played a good game. And yeah, I hate that y'all are coming for me about the idols because I didn't even need to play them and y'all are still there.
Well, it was just confusing for us because it seems like you didn't really even need to use them. It seemed like it was egotistical. It was like, oh, look what I can do. I have these idols and we'll just keep playing them over and over. And I don't know, just it seems from an outsider's perspective to be a bit useless and a bit braggadocious almost in a way.
Well, like, I'm going to save my ass just in case because honestly, I had trust issues and super paranoia. And so every
Shocker.
time, if I could cover my ass, I was going to do that.
Okay, that's all for you. Thank you.
Okay.
Yep. Jay, I don't want to be a bitch, but
Okay.
basically, why should I vote for you literally at all?
Okay. I've said this probably like 5 million times tonight.
Sorry, I haven't been paying attention.
It's okay. You should vote for me. Basically, because I'm gonna reiterate. I played a passive game, and it's not the most showy. It's not the most exciting. It's not the most visual game. But I played in the background. I had my 2 meat shields who would always leave before I would. I didn't really have any enemies. I had a part in everyone leaving except for Drew. Something I haven't mentioned yet so far is that even though Duncan voted me out at the beginning, not voted me out, voted out Mitch at the beginning, and turned on me at that first thing, and then when Pippa was mad at me when I turned on her, I was able to get their loyalty back and get their make them not mad at me anymore and not want me out. And I haven't mentioned that at all this tribal. Those are all the reasons you should. I don't expect you to vote for me, but that's it.
Okay, follow-up question, I think. I only had one planned, but I have another one.
Oh,
So, like, you were
yikes.
definitely very passive, and you didn't, not that you didn't do too much, but you weren't the flashiest game. Part A, why should you get my vote over Duncan and Karen? Like, throw them under the bus to me. What did you do that was better than what they did to earn my jury vote?
Duncan, he was pretty much just the meat shield. I was okay with bringing him to the end because I knew he would probably not get any votes because he was going to get a lot of flack for the idols. He was going to get a lot of flack for some of the altercations he had throughout the game. And I never had an altercation with anyone. When there was that big fight after Kevin left, someone called me a ghost earlier. I ghosted out. And no one was mad at me except Pippa was a little bit, but we reconciled. Karen, she look at her opening statement when it was like a paragraph and said almost nothing, and look at mine and it was 5 minutes long. I spoke. I had my points. I had my reasons I should win. And I hope I trashed them to your liking.
You did. That was sufficient. Thank you. I don't really have any questions for Karen, so I think I'm done.
Okay. So you're good?
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for now.
Have a great night, everybody.
You too.
And congrats to all of you. I didn't say that. I know I probably sound bitter, but
Brunel.
actually congrats to all 3 of you.
Thank you, Brunel.
Thanks, Bruno.
All right, bye.
Thanks for coming. Okay, Amanda, you're good.
Okay. Our jurors are all done. You each, final 3, now have a chance to make one final statement. This is your last chance to try and sway any votes your way. So make it count. I'll give you guys like a minute. I think that's enough time to come up with a final statement. And then we'll go just in the order of my screen, no particular order. We'll go Karen, Jay, Duncan. So set a minute on my timer, and then you guys can go.
Shout out to Rowan if he's watching this in the future.
How many viewers do we have, though? That's the
Enough.
question. 7?
Enough.
Who are they?
7.
PM me, viewers.
I mean, if you guys are ready, we can just do final statements now. We don't have to wait a full minute.
I mean, if Jay's ready, he can go.
That's not the
You
order.
just said you're ready.
But that's not the order.
I'm still thinking.
Okay, Karen, you've got like 20 seconds.
All right. Let's just wing this.
All right, the floor is yours.
All right.
Go for it.
Jury. Honestly, I think y'all should vote for me. If you're a feminist, obviously.
Fuck.
Oh shit.
I'm just kidding. But really, you should vote for me. I think I played the strongest game, like, for sure. Like, you guys saw that. You guys were calling Duncan and Jay, like, my goats or a ghost and my sidekick. I mean, it's just obvious who you should vote for. I won't be mad if you don't vote for me, but give me my first win already, honestly.
You just won an International House of Shade. Oops.
You've won that.
Survivor win.
You won that
Closer
one thing with
against- I was against Jordan Pine.
Okay. Actually, hold on. Doing her closing statement, so let her finish and you all can bicker after. Karen,
I'm good.
are you done with your closing
I'm done.
statement?
Yeah.
Okay, next. Jay, sorry, just because, like, people are still watching, so bicker later. Jay, go.
Okay, so I've said pretty much everything I wanted to say throughout the tribal council because you guys came at me like you weren't like mad at me, but you came at me and said I did nothing, and I proved that I did something, and I played this game to the best of my ability. I want to thank everyone for giving me the opportunity to sell my game, even if you were saying stuff in a negative way to me that I didn't do anything. I'll thank you anyways because you gave me a chance to prove that I could win. I played a passive game, and I think sometimes that's a great way to play this game, especially this season when these two people, Karen and Duncan, were so in the forefront of the game that I could be winning immunities and still not being the target. If you do vote for those two, one of those two, good. They played good games, and I'm happy to be sitting next to them in the end. And I'm gonna go back to the ghost thing. I think I'm gonna take that as a compliment because a lot of times I did get to ghost out of conflicts. I got to ghost away, and no one had any blame to me. And it's almost Halloween, so vote for the ghost. I'm good.
It's almost Halloween. Fuck.
And now it's Duncan's turn, so Duncan, go ahead.
Okay, so Motu Maha both start with M. And you know what also starts with M? Messy. So if you look at all my idol plays, I played 3 out of 4 of them. Not incorrectly, but unnecessarily. And I think I should be credited for having the insurance for our alliance in order to get here. And my messiness also helped me gain trust with people in Karen and Drew because when merge hit and I wanted to play all sides, I told everyone about the idol clues in the yellow chest, and that resulted in Karen telling me that she had the idol and helping build trust. And just lastly, I just want to get it out there. I'm not a fake person. If I'm talking to you, even if we're not aligned, I'm not trying to be fake. I'm just trying to talk to you and just trying to be nice and trying to get another friend like in the community. And if you think I'm fake, whatever, that's you. You do you. I just don't want you to hold that against me and think that that's like something that I do because I'm not a fake person. If you don't vote for me, take that from the tribal council. If you vote for Jay or Karen, you do you. I'm happy to be here with them, and I'm glad that I got the chance to play this game. It's been super fun, and just good luck to all my finalists. Shout out to Junior for drafting me.
Junior's had enough shout-outs. All right, so
Duncan, are you good?
I'm good, boo-boo. Thank you.
Okay, sorry, Abby, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay. All right.
I did it again. Go. Do whatever you're doing. I'll shut up.
No, you go. You're good.
No shout-outs? I don't have any more.
Okay.
Kate,
Okay.
shout out to Kate if she ever watches.
Shout out to me. Shout out to Easter Chat.
Do need to give a shout out because I forgot someone. Samantha's watching. Samantha from Hogwarts. So thank you, Samantha, for supporting our season. We love you. Okay. Host, we said in the host chat first, and then we'll do the other thing.
Yes.
Because I'm confused. Okay.
Interesting.
So, and with that, council is now you guys can take a breath. You've done everything you can. Jury, I'm talking to you. you have, since everybody's not here right now, we can't do a live vote and reveal right now. So what's going to happen is you're going to have 24 hours to vote. You cannot, absolutely no talking to each other about who you are voting for. It's a personal decision that you have to make on your own, so don't talk about it with anybody. Once you vote, you cannot change your vote. Please make a parchment and send it to your host chat by 10:15 p.m. Eastern Friday, tomorrow night. We will do a live vote reveal at 11:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night if you want to join. Final three, be here at 11:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night to see who wins. Okay? And with that, I'm going to go over to
I'm running.
Trying to go over to
me? To me? Is that me?
Yeah, I thought you said you were doing the thing.
Yeah, you have
There's a
an
thing.
announcement. An announcement. Yeah. So I don't know if y'all all watched or followed my first side season Monteriki that I hosted with Jay. But
Pass.
Karen. But this season right here is officially the second season in a series that contains Monteriki and Motu Maha that we're starting called Survivor Athena. So, yeah, new series that y'all should watch.
Shook.
I know.
Cast me in the next season too.
Cast me for All Stars.
Well,
Right?
yeah, there's no follow-up announcement quite yet, but soon. So look out for that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get more information about that out. If you have any questions, JB as well, because she's
JB, yes.
of this whole thing anyway.
Is she alive
So
again?
PMs Jay.
She's just
JB,
Yeah,
not
known as
JO, JB.
I have nothing to do with this.
Day, PM other day. Okay, so there's that announcement. New series. We're really excited about it.
Shook.
That's all we've got for you. Final Tribal Council is over. So we'll be back here live tomorrow at 11:30 p.m. Eastern. Jury, get your votes in.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for
Thank
coming.
you.
And that is it. Bye-bye.
See you guys.